Alright, we're live right away, apparently. It's dark. I'm showing up. There we go. Alright, let's quickly share this video around. I'm going to be a little bit dark in the camera today. I am expecting a guy coming over tomorrow to mess with the, well, perform maintenance on radiators. There's a radiator over there, which is where my studio light is. So currently my studio light is over there. So I don't have it plugged in. So unfortunately, I'm going to be a bit dark today. Post. There we go. So it's going to start any second now. And then I'll be able to put the video on. Oh, here we go. This is going to be loud as balls. There we go. Hopefully the volume mix is fine, because this is pretty loud for me actually. I'm going to lower it. And hopefully I sound fine. I've got a little bit of time to test this out actually. Right, let's copy this URL, let's paste it here, and let's mute that for, oh, I paused it. Right, let's see how this sounds. Right, let's see how this sounds. Let's test this out actually. Oh, that is really, I am really low there, goddamn. Also, I've paused it again. Give me a second. I keep pausing the damn thing. Let's refresh the page. There we go. YouTube. That is really, really loud for me. So maybe I'm going to need to change a few things. We'll see. Hopefully people will show up and can tell me how the volume goes. Because I'm going to want to watch this rather than... Oh, okay, I've got another 4 minutes before it starts. Pantabby dozy. Of course, there's no volume here for anything, so I can't test anything out. But what I will do is I'll go on OBS and I'll heighten my mic just a little bit. So hopefully that's fine. At least I'm lit now. I have lighting because this is white as fuck. So that's fun. I'll tell you what we will do then while we're here. Let's push this guy up here. We'll have Rafaelis sit with us. So what am I hoping for this? Well, obviously with Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out. Yeah, with Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out at the end of the month. I really want ooh, let me let's put Rafaelis down here, shall we? Rafaelis can be with us still.
My escorts are.
There we are. We can still have Rafaelis with us. Alright, let's see how this goes. Do you guys not have phones? I hate how this mobile shit's becoming normalized. The music's amazing though. Right, that's pretty low for me at this point. I'm gonna higher it up. Hopefully you can still hear me. Hopefully I've got the text volume thing mixed. I'm gonna mess with this a little bit. Alright, okay, we've got people talking now, so maybe I can do this. And everything's gonna sound okay.
When day breaks, you turn.
Right, cool. I don't care about Resident Evil, so let's pause this, and then... So maybe I can do this. And everything's gonna sound okay.
When day breaks, you turn.
Right, cool. I don't care about Resident Evil, so let's pause this, and then... Alright, that sounds absolutely fine to me. Cool. Awesome.
We will beat this.
But yeah, like, I'm here mainly for any possible information on the upcoming Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Worlds, isn't it called? I really don't want Monster Hunter to become an open world game. Because quite frankly, I'm fucking sick of open world games. I never finished Elden Ring because it's too time consuming. I've got better things to do than give in to my completionist mentality and explore every square inch of that game. Because I'll be honest, I went off Elden Ring because I saw the pattern in how it was designed, and Elden Ring is basically an Ubisoft game without the map markers. You've got your camps, you've got your dungeons, you've got your L-tree bosses, and they're all the same. Basically, it's all the same thing. It's like your enemy camps, your little dungeon areas that always give you the same kind of reward. The bosses that are basically enemies, just with a bit of a health pool. I don't know. I prefer the Soul series before that, where it had level design, if you know what I mean. And that level design was part of the exploration and the reward system as you find different paths and things. I know I made it my game of the year that year, but I do kind of change my mind. Like Vampire Survivors was that year's game of the year. Elden Ring is, I think it loses a lot of the charm of the Soul series by going open world. And every fucking game these days is going open world, and I'm really fucking bored of ticking the checklists in an open world game.
Releases this month. Pick up the original Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, and many others on sale.
You know,
now.
I've played Dragon's Dogma a lot. It's one of my all-time favorite games. But I never did the Dark Arisen endgame content. Like, you know that extra dungeon? I never did it. I don't know why. I think by the time I got to that point, I just stopped a lot of the time. It's weird.
The Capcom Publisher Sale is
but yeah,
also
I'm hoping for
available
information on
Tons of hits are available
Dark
at
Souls,
remarkable value
not Dark
in the
Souls,
Steam
Monster Hunter, the new Monster Hunter
20th
game,
anniversary
and I'm
pack.
open for
Don't miss
information
out.
on Dragon's Dogma 2. I have purposely avoided everything when it comes to Dragon's Dogma 2 because I do want to stream that game when it comes out, and I want to go in as blind as possible. I've only really been looking at official shit that pops up now and again during like the Game Awards and other events like that. But I thought with the game so close to release, I'm thinking looking into this is probably, like watching it now is pretty decent. That's interesting, I don't know what that game is. Let's go! Dragon's Dogma 2! This one shall play the Kitty Arisen.
What is happening, y'all? Welcome to day one of Capcom Highlights 2024. I'm your co-host, Fighting Cowboy. I'm a content creator and variety streamer, and I've been playing Capcom games as long as I've been able to hold a controller.
Don't recognize them, but okay. I don't watch Twitch. I have Twitch. I watch it now and again, but like, I don't watch
highlights. We've got 2 days of exclusive looks at some of our upcoming games that we really can't wait to get into it. Cowboy, I think there's going to be some games in here that you'll be pretty excited about.
I'm ready to see them.
All right, well, without further ado, let's get into today's first game.
Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess.
Kunitsugami. Interesting art direction. It almost makes it look like it's a board game. I don't know what it is. It's got like this art direction where it feels more like you're watching something. You know what I mean? Like you're watching a living board game. It's just the art style. It makes me think that. Looks cool though. What kind of game is it? Every single game needs a building camp mechanic these days. That's another thing I'm hoping Monster Hunter doesn't do. One thing I really didn't like about Wild Hearts. In fact, to be honest, I'm worried about the next Monster Hunter game becoming Wild Hearts. Because I hated the building system in Wild Hearts because it just felt completely unnecessary. And I also hated the open world aspect of it. What I like about Monster Hunter is you go back to the hub, you sort out your inventory, you see what new stuff you can make at the forge, you know, and then you decide what you're gonna hunt, you get yourself prepped, you have a meal, and then you go out to the hunt, right? What I don't want to happen is all that process happening in camp and then walking outside, because to me that doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a hunt.
Single-player action game,
if you know what I mean. It's like all it's doing at that point is replacing the loading screen with a much longer expedition trek over to the point in the map in which you fight the monster you want to fight. And I'm really worried about the next Monster Hunter game becoming another open world game, because all it does is it adds more travel time. That's all open world does. It gives you more running around. and exploring areas that don't really have much in them 90% of the time.
Mount Kafuku,
Occasionally
a
you'll get an
land
open
blessed by
world
nature
game that
and the
actually
goddess who
rewards
inhabits it,
exploration,
is suddenly
but most
engulfed
of the
in a black
time you don't.
substance.
It's just a checklist. Take out this bandit camp,
This
go
defilement
up this tower
transforms
to
the
unlock
mountain.
more of the map. Ubisoft shit, basically. And a lot of them are like that. And
It
I, to
steals
be honest, I think
masks
Elden
that
Ring was a
contain
lot
the
like
goddess's
that.
powers,
It
making
becomes
them
very
its own
copy and paste in
threatens
terms of the content.
villagers.
It becomes very formulaic.
Soul
And
is the protagonist
yeah,
of the
Wild
game.
Hearts annoyed me because
Soul guides the
it was
maiden,
just
Yoshiro.
it just
As they
added
use
more
the
travel
masks
time,
and
and
work with
I
the
wanted to
villagers
hunt
purify
monsters.
each village
I
and
didn't want to
return the
walk
mountain to
around
peace.
for hours on end. I didn't want to build camps and build this and then go farming for materials to build other
Now,
like
let's take a
things.
look at some
I just wanted
in-game
to
footage
hunt.
as we go over
But
elements of the gameplay.
most of the time you're faffing around getting to the hunt or building stuff to make the hunt a little bit easier and whatnot. So it's like I didn't really like Wild Hearts because of
gates
that.
cover the mountain.
Because there was too much faffing around. Whereas
At
with
night,
Monster
these
Hunter,
gates
I
connect to another
like
world.
the loop.
and the sea
Go back to
emerge
camp.
steal Yoshiro's
Well,
power.
go back to the hub, get everything sorted,
During the
prep
day,
yourself for
you
the
must
hunt, go out on the
purify the
hunt,
defilement
enjoy
and
the hunt,
guide
then come
Yoshiro
back.
to the gates
So I'm really
so she
hoping
can
it
sever
doesn't
the
get rid of
connection
that
to
and
the other world.
it doesn't become just another open world game with a checklist. So, yeah. This looks neat, though. I don't think it's one I'd play, but...
Villagers who have been purified are given powers through masks and are able to take on a variety of roles as they work with Soul to fight off the seethe.
I take it these masks protect them.
Woodcutters excel at
Looks like
close
it.
quarters
They're like,
combat.
what's that?
Archers
Is
fight
it
from a
Tau?
distance.
Like Tau seals, but on a mask? That's what it looks
Ascetics
like.
use spells to restrain the seethe. There are many other roles. You can freely place villagers who have been assigned roles.
It does look like a board game, though. There's just something about the art
carpenter
direction that
accompanying
doesn't
Soul
look like you're
can
part of
repair
this world and
contraptions in
instead you're above.
villages to help fight off the seethe more effectively. During the day, rescue villagers, make repairs, and strategically place villagers to fight off attacks.
Is it a tower defense game? It looks like it, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm mainly here for
The
Monster
game
Hunter and
progresses
Dragon's
in real
Dogma.
time, and
They're like the
night
main things for
arrives
me with
before you know
Capcom.
it.
Like I don't play fighting games, so Capcom doesn't really have much for me.
That emerge from the gates at night attack Yoshiro in many different forms.
They just look like various kinds of yokai. I love this about Japanese monsters, by the way.
gracefully
There's like
fights them off with dance-like sword
Western
techniques.
monsters are just kind of, you know, the same thing, but then you see
Join the
Japanese monsters,
villagers
and
who
the
have been
Japanese
assigned
just know how to
roles
make things
and
that look
fight off the
really
seethe
fucked
until the sun
and
rises.
unnatural and like really weird. The Japanese just know how to do that, but a lot of yokai are like that, so I suppose it makes sense. But a lot of Western monsters just like
Tsuba guards
like
contain the
ogres
goddess's
and
power
furry
and give
werewolf
Soul
stuff,
the
and you know,
ability
like
to
that.
launch powerful attacks.
But then you get yokai-looking things, and they're just so weird a lot of the time. I love it. I love it. It's so unnerving. So different. It's like, yeah, I've seen yokai that look exactly like that in
Change
various other
villager
media, so
placement
it's
and
like,
roles
yeah,
in
it's
real
cool.
time, even at night.
More yokai, the better. I love them.
What placements and roles?
This
will be
isn't
most
really the kind of
effective?
game I'd be into. I'd find it
Where
too
will the
frustrating more
villagers
than
fight?
anything, but it does look neat.
And which enemies will Soul focus on? Constant changes will test your strategy and tactics.
Yeah, which would fail for me because I'm an idiot. I'm too stupid. I'm a great sword user. I want to go in and go BAM! That's it. Very simple controls. Just give me a
Guide
great
Yoshiro
sword,
to the Torii
give me a
gates
Raphaelus,
as the days
let
and
me
nights
go
cycle
BAM! And I'm
to
happy.
Purify the gates and
Give me the
villages
slam
of
jam.
defilement.
I like how the gate is also a person. It's a Shinto shrine.
Amongst the seethe are the especially
Do you know,
fearsome
I think
festering
one thing that really
seethe.
draws me to this is the whole, like, yokai kind of, like,
They pursue Soul
Shinto
and
stuff.
Yoshiro with powerful
because I
attacks.
love that stuff. I think it's so cool.
Working
Obviously,
together
I don't
with
know much
villagers
about
is
it,
the
but
key to
I
defeating
just,
the
I think it's
festering
really
seethe.
interesting. Every time I've
Purify
heard
the
about
defilement
Shinto
covering the
stuff,
mountain.
I always find
What
it to
is
be
it that
very, very
awaits
interesting
Yoshiro
and
where
very
you
kind
guide
of...
her?
Like, if there's any religion kind of thing I'd follow, it would probably be that. I just like the
This
connection to
title will be
nature and
available
the
in
idea that
Japanese
everything
as
has a
well as
soul.
English,
I don't know. I think
French,
that's
and
very
other languages.
I don't know how to put it. It makes me feel connected to everything.
We're
It's
excited
nice.
to share this
I like the idea of it.
Japanese-inspired setting and dynamic gameplay with players around the world. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, launches on Xbox Game Pass,
Gami.
Xbox Series X.
What does Gami
S,
mean again? Gami
Windows,
is like
PlayStation 5.
Gami is a
and Steam.
god thing, isn't it?
Available
Or is it a
in
spirit?
2024.
Because I've heard Gami in my book. Because I've got a
Alright,
series
there you go.
of
There's a
books
first
on
deep dive
yokai.
into Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. It's coming later
What
this
does
year.
Gami
and it looks
mean?
really awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited that we finally got to see gameplay. This is something I've had my eye on, and it's really interesting seeing kind of the fusion of both strategy and action, like setting up your
Yeah,
troops for
there's-
battle, but
there's
then
a
also
bunch
engaging
of-
in the battle and moving them as things progress. Definitely a very unique concept, and of course we got that very traditional Japanese aesthetic going on with the spirits and whatnot. So really looking forward to
Yakubo
this one.
Gami are the
Super
collective.
unique,
Is this
super
from
creative
anything?
game. With that said, let's get to our next title.
Are the collective spirits of
Dragon's
this
Dogma
pestilence
2.
and bad luck? I guess that's what they're against in that game. The Yakubio Gami. Very cool, dude. I love shit like that. It's badass. We need more games like that.
Hello, everyone.
Let's
My name
go!
is Hideaki Itsuno,
Dragon's
and I'm
Dogma,
director of
the original Dragon's
Dogma
Dogma,
2,
the Dark
and I'm
Risen
producer
version.
Yoshiaki
Unironically,
Hirabayashi.
one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. I
Dragon's
love it.
Dogma
It's so
2
unique.
launches on March 22nd.
It was like a
Today,
mixture of
we'd
Shadow
like
of the
to introduce some of the
Colossus,
game's features.
a lot of Western games, a little bit of Monster Hunter. It was just
Dragon's
so
Dogma 2
different.
is a
I loved
narrative-driven,
it so much.
open world,
The
action
only
RPG
complaint I have with the
set in
original
an
Dragon's
immersive
Dogma is
fantasy
the
world.
single save file.
We hope
That's
players
it.
feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant new world.
Reborn, you get it? You get it for people
Join
who've played the
forces
game?
with pawns skilled with various weapons to form a party of up to 4.
The only way I ever played the
While
original
this is
was
a single-player
as a
game,
ranger,
forming parties
just
will
because
recreate
it was
the
the one
feel
that
of
gave
being
me the
on
most
an adventure
control
with friends.
in the field.
Players will encounter
I could
legendary
attack
monsters
in
as
an
they
aerial
venture through the
manner.
distinct areas
I
of the
could
game.
aim on my own, unlike the Magic
Some
Archer.
monsters fly through the air with dynamic attacks.
The Magic Archer can't really aim, it uses
While
auto
others
aim
are
for
more
everything,
cunning
so if
and
you want to go for a
mysterious.
specific spot, it can be a pain in the arse.
Some appear at night.
Nighttime in
others are
Dragon's
colossal
Dogma
in
is
nature.
so
They will
immersive,
create
dude.
a
It
variety
is
of
so
challenges for the
frightening
player.
early on,
Test your
because you will be
decision-making ability
fucked up
and
if you're not
creativity
careful.
using your vocation and the surrounding environment.
One thing I do hope they change in this one is the stat system, because in the prior game, you would
Of
gain
course,
stats
you
based
can
on the
always
class you
choose to
were.
run away.
So, for example, the Stride, not
If
the
you
Strider,
run
the
somewhere
Ranger, I think it
occupied
was,
by
the
other
upgraded Strider,
characters,
it
you
gave
may
you
end up
more
naturally
stamina than
joining
any other
forces.
class. And I think the Assassin gave
But
you more
reactions will
attack than
vary
any other
character
class.
to character.
So if you wanted to
Some will be
min-max,
frightened,
you would specifically
while
use
others will show
specific classes
courage.
at specific levels to get the stat
Their
distribution you
relationship
want.
with you, the
So
Arisen,
what I
will
hope
vary based
that
on
they
the
do in
actions
this
you take.
one is
That,
like
in
Bravely
turn, will
Default.
change their
They
relationships
give
with each
you
other.
In
variety
like
of
Bravely
characters
Default,
await you
I hope
on
that
your
they
journey through
give
Dragon's
you
Dogma
specific
2.
stat growth or
Over
specific
1,000
stats based on the
characters
class you've
inhabit the
selected,
world, each
and
with
then
their own
allow
unique
you to
stories and
unlock.
motivations.
Um,
They will sometimes ask
allow
for
you
your
to
help,
unlock
marking the beginning of a new
passives
quest.
that you can apply to anything. So exactly the same as the Bravely
Quests
Default
have an
system.
array of different objectives,
Like
from
default
saving people
stats
being
per
attacked
class,
by monsters,
rather
and
than
avoiding detection as
leveling
you
up
sneak into a
specific class
location,
stats
to
based on the
locating
class.
and
Because if
delivering
you stick
valuable
to one
items.
class the entire game, you end up fucking yourself over. You might have no attack whatsoever and way too much stamina or no defenses.
In some
So
situations,
it would be better,
combat isn't
and
your
then
only
you
option.
have to kind of
One
min-max.
alternative might be to make a
So
counterfeit
I really
item
dislike that system
and
in
see
the
if you
original
can
Dragon's
pass it off
Dogma.
as
So
the
I hope
real
they give
thing.
you like specific stats
The world
for
is a
each
complex
class.
web of human
So
relationships,
when you change
and the
class,
player's
your
choices
stats
have
change along with
consequences.
it. But then you unlock passives that you can mix and match between the classes. That way people can
expanded
play
the world
and
of the
max
original
out
game to
every
make it a
single
denser,
class
more
to unlock
elaborate
all the
experience,
passives and vary up the
enabling players
gameplay
to
a little
fully
bit.
inhabit the
It'd make
role of
all
the
the loots
Arisen.
look good, whilst at the same time not fucking up your stat distribution from leveling up. That was the biggest issue
We
with
have
Dragon's
several
Dogma 1.
announcements ahead of the release
That
of the
like
game.
that stat distribution thing depending on what class you play.
First, take
Because
a
you
look at
could
this
very
video.
easily fuck yourself up by playing a specific class that you liked too long. This one shall play the Kitty Arisen. Yes, exactly. This one shall be the strongest cat in all of the land. I love it so much. Kitties. Kitty cuts. Let's
Starting
go!
today, players can
They're starting
create
off with
and
the
edit
most
their
important
arisen
thing.
protagonist and main pawn in the Dragon's Dogma 2.
Archer and
Character Creator
FIFA's
and
been
Storage.
separated. Interesting.
Of course, you'll be able to transfer the character data to the full version of the game. Up to 5 Arisen and 5 pawns can be created. This is the perfect opportunity to prepare for the adventure before
Yo,
the release of
really?
the game. Furthermore, we are planning to have some of the pawns created by specific
Wait, can I
players as
download that
official
now?
pawns. Players will be able to hire up to 2 of these pawns to aid them on their journey.
Oh, so these are like actual streamers. That's neat.
We will have more details about official pawns and who they will be in the near
Wait, was that
future.
Cool Carnage?
Please watch
I
for
recognized
updates.
one of them.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is now available for pre-order. The
I've
standard
already got
edition
it.
and the
I
deluxe
pre-ordered it a
edition
while
both
ago.
include pre-order bonuses. We hope you consider pre-ordering. The March 22nd release date is right around the corner.
Yup.
We
I'm
here
excited,
on the
man.
Dragon's Dogma 2 team are thrilled for you to
Legitimately, the
experience this
original
game.
is, despite its two flaws, legitimately
your
one of my
patience.
favorite games of all time. I love it. Love it so much. It was my most played game on Switch when it came out that year as well on Switch. I bought it again. A lot of people hate the fast travel system in that game as well, but I'm kind of
Oh,
okay
there's
with
so
it.
much good stuff in there. Lots
Because
to
it's just
dissect.
another sense of
And it looks like
progress.
people
And
can
the
go
more
ahead and start
times you do
creating
New
their
Game
Arisen
Plus,
and their
the
pawns
more
with
of
the
those
character
port
creator.
stones you're
Cowboy?
going to
Yeah,
get,
that's
so you can
something
have
I'm really
placed
looking
them
forward
in
to.
different
I usually
places.
spend my
It's neat.
first hour of gameplay just in character creation, so getting that done and ready
Yeah.
to go is going to be fantastic.
Be good.
Excited to talk to you about Dragon's Dogma 2 today. We also had the announcement of the official pawns, which is something I'm very excited to be a part of.
I'm going to look it up,
Pawns
see
are
if we can
something that are
actually
very
download
unique
the
to
character
Dragon's
creator.
Dogma. So talking about pawns in general, how have they evolved in Dragon's Dogma 2? What can you tell us about them?
まあ前回と比べてポーンすごく
I heard the word
その
porn.
なんていうのかな賢くなっているというよりかはより個性的になっています。よりプレイヤーが育てたメインポーンの、知識とか、一緒にメインポーンと行動した内容とかが、貸し出した先でも、より忠実に、
I really liked the pawn system in Dragon's Dogma 1. I thought it was fun. It was neat, like hiring out my friend's pawn
あと
and having an adventure with me, my pawn, and his pawn. It was really cool.
特別な能力っていうのがあるんですけども、これはポーン1人につき1個だけ習得することができるんですけども、
Each pawn can learn
こ
one
れ
of
が
these
ちょっと新しく
specializations.
て面白くて、主に
Yeah.
プレイヤーがめんどくせえな、これ誰
My
か
pawn was
代わり
usually
に
a
やってくれねえ
healer,
かなって
but
い
I'd
う
make
ことを
her a
ポーン
mage
が
at
やっ
one
てくれ
point
る
to
ような
extend
特殊能力になってるので、
the
これ
her
は
like
どの能
magic
力を
damage
ポー
and
ンにつける
whatnot.
か、もしくはどの能
Because
力をついてるポーン
I
を借り
think
るかっていうところ
all
もすごく
mage really got was, in terms of leveling up stats, was mana. And that was
Definitely
it.
looking forward
They
to
got
that
like nothing
customization.
else.
So you've shown off a lot of
So
monsters
again,
so
if you
far,
kept it
but
as that
thinking
one the
about
entire
everything
time,
you've
you'd
been able
gimp
to
the
share,
stats
is there
of the
one that's
character.
really a standout
Again, I
that you
really
can't
don't
wait
like
to
that
see
system.
players get the chance to go up against?
スフィンクスですね。
Super creepy.
見つけるとこから
And considering the
大変だとは
history
思
of
うんですけども
sphinxes and like what
ゲ
they
ー
are
ムプレイ
like,
始めたら
I'm
あ
hoping
そうい
they
えば
dive
スフィンク
into that.
っていう話あったな
You
と
don't
思い
just
ながら
fight it, but it tries to
フ
give
ィー
you
ルドを
riddles
冒
and
険
shit.
してもらえると出会えるかもしれないんで、ぜひスフィンクスと戦ってもらいたいなと、まず喋ってもらいたいなと思います。
Sounds like we're going to have to
I'm
hunt
looking
down
for
that
where you
Sphinx.
download this
So,
character
a little bit
creator
of a fun
then.
question before we move towards the end here. What would you say is your favorite vocation?
you know I'm doing a
you've had
video
chance
on
to
that,
play so
again.
far?
最近やってるのはソーサラーなんですけども、この前新しく紹介したジョブの、アリズン、そのアリズンっていうジョブの中でソーサラーの武器を装備させて
Oh!
近接攻撃系のジョブと
That was one of the problems I had with magic users in the first
最終的には
game.
楽しかったので
They were just
それを
kind
お
of
勧めしたい
gimped
と
when they couldn't cast magic. So that's cool.
I
I
could
like
honestly
that.
ask you questions all day about this game, but I know you're busy and I do want to respect your time. So thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you so much, Itsuno-san, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.
Well, that about wraps it up for day one of Capcom Highlights
That was it?
2024. Cowboy, what was your favorite part?
I've been waiting 12 years for a Dragon's Dogma sequel.
Same,
as
dude.
much information as I can get about that, the happier I am. Between the official pawns and the new locales we got a chance to see in the teaser, I'm pretty pumped. I will say though, Kunitsugami definitely looks like a very unique combination.
I
of
love
action
the
strategy,
concept
so
of
I'm also looking forward to
Kunitsugami.
that.
I really
Before we
do.
wrap up, we
I
wanna
love
say
the
thank
I
you
love
to
the
Tsuno-san
themes.
for taking the time to
I'm
speak with
really
us today.
interested in that
We'll be
game for
back
like
with
because
day
I'm a big
2
fan of
Capcom
yokai. I think
Highlights
the
on
whole
March 11th,
idea of
so we hope to see
yokai
you
is
there.
really
Thanks so
cool.
much, everybody.
As I say, I've got a book series downstairs. I've got 4 of them so far that this guy has basically written about yokai, and as far as I'm aware, it's the only
Hey everyone, and welcome to
it's the
post show
only
for Capcom
published
Highlights,
like it's
Day
the only
1. My
thing
name's Joe,
published
one of the
in
community
English,
managers
at least
here
in this
at Capcom
country,
USA.
on yokai.
Also joined by
And he's
David
actually
at
got
the end
another
over there,
Kickstarter
also from
running right
Capcom
now
USA, and we
that
have
I've
some
backed
special
because
guests,
it'll be
from
his 5th
Japan.
book
Would
in
you
the
guys like
series
to
about the
introduce yourself?
yokai and the various things of
Hello,
creatures
my
in
name is
Japan. I think it's really
Mendoza.
cool.
I'm a promotional producer for Dragon's Dogma
So I want to
2,
know more
and
about
this
that
is-
character creator thing. When will he release that? Because I will do a full video of me making my
Tsuno-san,
character
Ken,
for
thank you
Dragon's
so
Dogma
much for
2.
joining us today.
That
We're
I
so
love
glad to
that
have
because
you here
that
in the
way I
office.
can take as much
We're
time as
taking
I
a look at
want
something pretty cool
making
today.
my character for Dragon's Dogma
Today we're
2
releasing the
and not have to
character
worry
creator,
about wasting
and
people's
storage
time or
tool. So
boring
this is,
people.
something that everybody can
When I
download for
stream it
themselves
officially,
on,
I can just
any platform that they
transfer that
want,
shit
and,
over.
they
Mwah.
can go ahead
That's
and start
brilliant.
creating
I
their
love that.
pawns and,
Because I
their
would
arisen,
rush myself
for
too
themselves.
much and make my character
Should
for
we
the
go ahead and get
stream,
into it?
and then I'd have to restart the stream
And
over.
what we're going to start with
So
is
I'd have to
you can
restart my
actually
creation
create
over.
Beastrin in this game. So we are going to have a little bit of fun and create a Beastrin based off of
Let's
a
go!
cat.
Also, might be worth noting that you can create store up to 5 characters there, so you can create several.
Yes!
and
We
choose
have
between the
save
different modes
slots!
or use
Woo!
somebody
That's one
to
thing they've
create
already
it up.
fixed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
we're gonna
play
start
the
a cat
game
today
more
that's,
than
that's
once!
Daisy, who we're trying to match
Minus
with.
New Game Plus!
Uh,
Let's fucking go!
写真だね。なんでまたこのさ、
They're so. I love how they are just cats.
So,
They've
Joe,
not
why would
tried
you
to
choose such a
sexify them at all.
complicated cat
They're
out of all
just
possible
cat people.
cat
I
options
love
we
that.
have?
I
So
love
cute.
how
I
they
mean,
haven't
it's
just
a-
turned them into like sexy cat girls. They're legitimately cat beast people. I love it so much. Nobody does that.
yeah, well, I
Nobody
think
ever
Daisy
does
is
that.
up
They
to the
make them
task.
sexy cat people
that's
every
right.
time. These are real
And I
beast
think that,
people.
you know, we'll really
That
be
is
able to see the
cool.
strengths of the
Nothing
power
ever
of
does
this
that.
Character creator, you can do so much with it.
Oh, dude, I'm legit hyped up. You have no idea how high. I'm gonna make myself a kitty
So right
arisen
now,
with the most
David, you're going
amazing
through the
kitty
base
beard,
format first,
the
right? So
biggest
this kind of
kitty
lays the
ears. It's gonna
groundwork
be
for,
great. I'm gonna have myself a female kitty
Essentially,
pawn,
yeah. It's
and
like
we're gonna be the
kinda- you can
badass
always
cat duo.
affect and adjust things as you need to, but like just kind of
Maybe I'll name my kitty pawn Brissy from Skyrim,
get the eye shape,
or I'll
like,
name her
the way
Inigo.
that like certain features are gonna
Yeah,
look.
man. I'm looking
Go
forward
from
to
there,
it.
and then like if I want to adjust to.
Oh,
match
I'm
the
so
fur pattern,
excited,
I can.
dude. Just looking at the character creator has me so hyped.
Yeah,
I
you have a lot
love
of
the design of
options,
these guys so much.
with the fur.
I'm so glad they haven't gone the
different
typical
types of
route of
colors.
making them like sexy cat people, and they're actually just beast races. I love that so much.
As you can see, there are
'Cause
many
everything
colors that the
does
development
that.
And team put some effort and then some to make sure that you got a wider range of choices.
Love
for
it.
colors.
I love it so much. The original Dragon's
There was
Dogma
a
character
constant
creator
back and
was
forth, We have way too
strong.
many. No, it's not even enough. No, we have too many. No, we need more.
So, Tsuno-san, you're on the side of wanting as much as possible, right?
Hell yeah, man. The character creator is a
I was
game
on
in and
the
of
side on
itself.
this is way
That's
too
how it
much.
should be.
デザイナーはいやこのぐらいいりますよ。
Oh, the designers were like, no, this we need at least this much.
I see. Well, you know, Beastrin in this game for the first time, so I know that was a focus for the team to be able to create Beastrin and Arisen.
But this time we put a lot of effort in this lion-like option that we have for the Beastrin, and I think we achieved something. I mean, look at this, all the detail in the fur.
It's so cool, dude. I love
was
it.
impossible with the hardware power that previous
Oh, let's see the
console
hairstyles.
generations had. So
Yeah, and you can even adjust like the length of the fur,
yeah,
right?
I can make them more fluffy. Yes! You can make them more fluffy! I'm gonna be the fluffiest kitty, dude.
adjust
Look, more fluffy! Look how fluffy they are! It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! Oh my
so
god!
with
Let's
introducing
go.
the Beastrin
I'm so
here,
hyped.
I mean,
Oh my
What were
god.
some of the overall goals with the character creation tools? Obviously, there's
Dude,
so many
I'm
more
so
options
hyped for
than
this
there
shit.
were
You have no
available in the
idea.
first game.
Like, that could be a clip right there. This one shall be the kitty arisen. He shall be the most fluffiest kitty in all of the land. Nobody will be able to stop him. And should you knock out his sword from his hands, he will tear you apart using his claws. No one will be able to stop the kitty
キ
eyes.
ャラクリエイトもできて、まあしかも
Oh man, you have look at the guys. There's so good. Are you gonna have like different pupil types? Gonna give them like snake eyes?
ユーザーの皆さんが簡単にフォトリアルの
Pupil size, maybe. Oh yeah, there it is. That's what I want. I want the freaking. Oh, yes. That's what I want. Let's fucking go. They heard me.
So with Devil May Cry 5, the team tried to implement.
Oh, look at your
that
big
actually
kitty
make it
eyes.
feel natural. And with this game, we didn't only want to go a step beyond that and just have photorealism and also allow the player to create their own character in a photorealistic way.
I'm so hyped for this, dude.
And try to go for photorealism and then.
Like, I've been looking forward to this for a long time, but seeing the kitty in action, like just in the character creator, like I'm gonna spend so long on this, you have no idea. And there's 2 characters to make, not just one.
Creating with this character creator.
Yeah, I think personally for myself, anytime I try to make a cool looking character in a game, I'm not very good with the tools, so I usually create something and then I spend an hour on it, I end up not liking it, and then I just
My alarm will go soon to say get the fuck to bed. I'm gonna ignore it for now, but for now, Pokemon Go, I'm just doing this right quickly while I can. Look how good it looks, dude. I love how they've chosen the extra fluffy option.
Yeah, and I know in order to kind of achieve that, right, there was a lot of different
I'll give them credit for this as well. This is something else that they've done what's different. Most of the time when people do cat races, they put the ears up here. And what that does is it limits the kind of hair option you can have, because any other hair option other than ones that cover the sides of the head looks weird. Because a humanoid face without ears here looks fucking weird. So they've done the smart move and they've actually given them ears at the side of the head. Because given it's a humanoid race and not an actual cat, that makes sense. I'd like them to be more pointy maybe and more cat-like, but just on the side of the head. I prefer that. But I'm cool with this.
And yeah, so that
it's so different in comparison to what people usually do with cat characters or like cat humanoids in video games. It is so different, and that's really gonna make it stand out. Like when people see one of these bestial races in this game, they're gonna know it. Like in general, they're gonna know. Oh yeah, that's a Dragon's Dogma 2 cat person. Meanwhile, cat people in nearly every other game
Don't see these people every day.
is not like that. I think the only exception is maybe Skyrim's. Like the Elder Scrolls series does the same thing as well, but they're more general with it. What I like about this is that it is like a bestial humanoid. You know, this is not like a fully anthro cat. It looks more like a human. Oh my god. Oh my god, the level of detail you can... Oh my god, why is this even an option? Holy shit! Holy shit, that's an option! Wow!
whitish,
That's incredible, dude! Oh my god!
So, yeah, you know, it's
yeah, black teeth.
I can't even believe they gave people that option!
level of detail.
That's insane! I have never seen that in a character creator before. Yeah, I really like this race, dude. I really do. It is so different. You know, they've gone for the humanoid look. They've gone for a fully cat face. But they've gone for the side ears rather than the on-head ears. Like, it's so different. It really stands out. I love it.
And the passion of the team.
Yeah, 100%, man. Oh, I love the dreads.
I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see what people create now that, you know, they'll have their hands on this, because I mean there's just so many possibilities.
Oh, you know I'm doing it.
And that's the thing. We expect people to take their time on this. There's so much customization that we hope that people.
So wait, can I play this game now and I can only use the character creator?
David, how do you feel?
Is that how it works?
We're getting on.
Let me go on Steam and have a look.
I think the color is almost there. You got the hair. I mean, you have to take your own interpretation with the hair. It seems like.
At this point, like, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident with the pattern and everything, the calico pattern. Not sure how I feel about the body. Like, Daisy's kind of a small cat, so maybe keep her kind of tiny, meek.
I know he said that Daisy is kind of a mild mannered.
That's one thing as well. In the original Dragon's Dogma, height and weight determine some stats. So if you were fat, you could actually, and like if you were big and or like really fat or really muscular, like a big dude, you could actually pick things up and carry them easier. However, climbing on an enemy took up more stamina, and the opposite is true. So if you're a small character or a short character, picking stuff up was harder, but you could actually climb on monsters a lot easier. So it was like a trade-off. Very cool.
I don't know. Like,
傷も入れましょうか。
ああ、そうそう、傷もありますからね。
all types of options.
I've accidentally put my character to sleep without. God damn it! I didn't feed it the last time. I've accidentally put Snorlax to sleep. Never mind.
What do we think Daisy is?
Fuck.
She's a pretty shy, nimble cat at first.
We're creating her as
It's interesting how they've separated the archer from the thief this time around.
It's your vocation then.
That used to be the same class.
そうですね、ジョーさん何が得意なんです
It's
か
your vocation. So what's your vocation?
Let me have a look.
I am most likely going with the fighter, so maybe a mage would be helpful.
No, she's your artisan though.
Oh, this is my artisan. Oh, that's right.
You just said fighter.
Yeah, let's go fighter. Yeah.
All right, fighter it is.
Right, so I can't play it just yet. So how am I going to get my hands on this character creator then?
We can test them all out.
So again, just a reminder, you can create both 5 characters.
That's
for
not paying
Artisan and 5
attention. I've
characters
not
for
fed
main boss.
Snorlax.
Right now we're creating what will be Joe's main character. It's Artisan.
There we go. Right, I'm just going to run into the other room
more
and put
voice
this on
options
charge.
say something to them.
Because I've got like 12%
Looks like we're
battery
ready to
left.
finalize here.
We'll do 2 flower names.
All right.
Then you can carry this over into the full game, right?
You can create up to 5 Artisans and 5 main pawns in this character creator. And from those, you'll have to choose 1 Artisan and 1 main pawn that you
But yeah, man, I really want access to this character creator that they keep talking about. Like, I've heard them talking about it, but I've not heard exactly where you get it from.
本編やった時にこう読み込まれて出てきますので。
So, whatever character has that Dragon's Dogma 2 logo, in this case, there will be the character that will transfer to the main game when you start playing the game.
Right, okay. So I can make multiple.
It's good indicators so that you know exactly which one is set to be ready for the main game.
You'll have up to 5 options to try different things and go with the one you're most satisfied with.
Wait, so does that mean that we're not going to get
Yeah,
multiple
we do
save
plan
slots
to
in Dragon's
release her
Dogma then?
as
That's
part
just
of
for
our
this.
official pawn program, which you may have seen within Capcom highlights that we are partnering up with a couple of Capcom creators and different friends to.
Gonna see if they
have
have
their
any
official pawns
information on it.
featured in the game.
I mean, the whole idea behind the official pawns is, again, anyone that's playing the game, the whole idea behind a pawn, for me it's like, oh, I can use the pawn of this person I usually check out on YouTube or whatnot. So.
No, it doesn't say.
But now that Daisy's in there, would it be okay if you guys made me as a pawn?
Yeah, let's make sure everyone uses Joe as a pawn.
I'm a little scared by that, but
Let's go ahead and make
David,
See, I want to know
I'm
where you
trusting
get this,
to,
because I really want to play this.
Oh, you should not trust me.
okay, all right. And everyone's just seen a lot of the options that you have, so.
Yep, and now everyone.
Is it going to be available like after the stream? That would make
I don't know,
sense.
maybe I shouldn't have made that suggestion. I'm a little worried David might, I don't know what he's going to create.
So, word of advice from Itsuno-san. Selecting the base face is quite critical if there's a specific look for which you're going. Like in this case, for example, if you want the pawn to look like Joe, then the base face, the base head has to resemble Joe as much as possible. Otherwise, no matter how much we mess with the parameters, it will be hard to make it look like something we learned the hard way when practicing for this. So yeah.
Oh shit, they've added a lot more of this deluxe edition stuff now as well.
Or you're going for it and it's not working out, maybe try going back to the base set and changing the base set that you're choosing.
And then once you click on the individual face, then it gives you more options.
ここから選択すると、
そこからまたバリエーションが出てくる。
Yes.
I'm going to spend so long in this game, dude, you have no idea. Like, in terms of the character creator, like that alone,
Distilling it 3 times.
I'm going to be spending so much time in the character creator.
You're going for, and from there, if you want to customize more, you can spend as much time you want to customize it.
Lots of hairstyles here.
That really looks
Wait,
like Joe.
No, wait, hold on. Don't make it a reality.
I
okay?
really like the dreads.
そこまで現実的
I
に
love dreadlocks.
しなくてもいい
I'd never have them because the amount of
Well,
work that goes into
Joe.
keeping them and maintaining them,
Hold on, let me go
and
just get a haircut.
because of the hair difference between like you know
for now.
black people and white people, it
And
tends
also,
to
once you
ruin your
start the
hair
game,
if you're white.
by fulfilling
Um,
certain conditions,
so it's a
by
really
doing
good way
certain
of going
actions,
bold
you will be able
if
to
you get them if you're white.
keep modifying the look
Um,
of your
that's what I've heard anyway. I could be wrong.
So
Correct me if I'm wrong,
when
please,
you're
because
going through your
I like the
character,
idea of
there's
dreadlocks, but
someone that, there's a
yeah,
specific
they're
things
very
that you have to
different.
assemble, the vice transformation.
But I like the look. So in a video game where you can live a bit of a fantasy, if the dreadlocks are cool, I tend to go for them.
So that you can constantly compare. Right now we're going kind of blind, but what the viewers should be saying is next to a character creator a photo of Joe, so that they can, at least people can tell.
What I do a lot of the time now, though, when I make characters in video games, is I try to make them look like me. But that's when humans are the only option. So for a kitty, I'm just gonna make him look badass.
こう変えられるんで
That gives you a preview of how the character will look
In different lighting conditions, which is very, very good, because quite often when I like it when games include this. Because typically speaking, it seems to be a Japanese thing, though. I don't see many Western games doing this. Because a lot of the time when you're making the character, it's set in a specific light.
This should give you a good idea.
And then when you start, I think he's just said this, but when you start the game, it looks completely different. And that puts a lot of people off. So that's a really good feature a lot of Japanese games do. I like that a lot. I've only ever seen that in Japanese games. I've never seen it in Western game before. Actually, tell a lie. I think Wild Hearts did that as well. It's very good. It's very good. I've been spending so long on this, you have no idea. All footage from development build.
本当にこんだけ触るって言いながらね作ってましたね
I'm gonna keep looking for this character creator.
You really think we need to allow this much customization?
I think it's really going to pay off once the community gets their hands on it. And, they'll create so many things.
He doesn't have glasses in here, so
Yeah, we can't.
There we go. Push square 6 minutes ago. Dragon's Dogma 2 character creator out today transfers to the full game. Capcom is releasing the character creator from Dragon's Dogma 2 as a free download for PS5. And it's out today. Oh, it's PS5, for fuck's sake.
your actual eye color, because I don't think you have those.
What about
eyes.
for the platform that matters?
Yeah.
You'll be able to sculpt your 5 Arisen, your main character, 5 pawns. Your constant companion throughout the game.
Yeah, that's something that also, like, yeah, the color of the eyes turns out it's pretty critical for a character to look alike or not. Yeah.
So it's not out for PC, it's just PlayStation 5.
You think my eyes look like that?
Yeah, you can be soulless sometimes, I feel.
Is that like early in the morning or something?
It's me an off day.
But yeah.
Is it just PS5?
I think that looks pretty close to your eyes.
And if you
I'm gonna
wanted
try
to,
and
you can
find out.
actually, do each one separately too. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's not Sunny saying the thing is, Joe's is a pretty good-looking guy. So.
No, you're too nice.
Yeah,
David, you have to make me worse.
もうちょっと本物っぽくブサイクにしておいていいんだ。
That's the case.
まあそこまで言うなら。
I take it back. Oh man. Yeah, that's that's an average day.
平日そんぐらいかな。
平日こんな汚れてんの
Today's an average day. 平日なんだけど。
Maybe I'm being too nice to Joe.
How many do you have?
Let's see.
I'm not that tall. So, yeah.
I'm trying to find out if this is only available on PS5.
Everything down. Everything down.
Chicken legs. Oh man, he needs to eat.
Of course, I can always just be nicer again.
Thank you. You're so generous.
これで簡単に元に戻せるので。
そうこのアンドゥリドゥの機能がね 便利なんだけどデバッグが大変だったんですよ。
Yeah. So what do you feel this redo undo function is pretty useful, right? Because it's
Somebody in the comments like PP size.
Really, really useful. But oh god, finding all the bugs and clearing these bugs was such a nightmare.
The movement style. This one's pretty important, right?
これも結構重要ですよね。ずっと。
そうですね。男前やと何やってもかっこいいな。
That's the thing. If the character is good looking, no matter what you do, it's pretty cool. So.
I have pretty bad posture.
Give him that gamer posture.
That just reminded me, maybe I'm being recorded.
Yeah,
I'm being recorded.
Okay, David, you can straighten his back out a little bit, okay? That's okay. Too much? Yeah. Just keep it.
You can lean back. You can lean back a little bit.
だいぶ
Getting close to the defaults.
だいぶやからっぽくなりましたね。
Looks like a really, I don't know, the kind of guy that you would be scared to find on the street, maybe. According to Isuma-san, at least. And yeah, I agree.
I mean, if you want to get scary.
その方がもうちょっとさらに怖くなりますけどね。怖いやから。
Just make Joe as intimidating as possible.
Just the proportion.
It's cool that they're showing off the character creator. A lot of these things just don't show the character creator.
ちょっとバランスが崩れてきた。Yeah, I was driving away from natural look.
From realism.
All right, how are you feeling overall? Are we almost there?
I think I'm almost there. It's the chin that we need to clear.
多分印象変わるもんね、顎でね。
But yeah, the jaw, the chin makes a big difference in the impression that the face gives, doesn't it? やっぱり開発メンバーでいろんなテストをやってた。
いやいや大変でしたよ。ずーっとこれ触ってもらってましたね。
So that team was how was it for their team to test this and just like there were people constantly on the character creator.
ここだけでうまいこと言ってたらいいんじゃなくて、ゲーム中でいろんなその表情をしたりとか演技したりとかなっても壊れないように。
One guy in the comment is, guys, it will be released after the stream or later on. Be patient. I'm like, they've barely mentioned how you get it. They've not said it at all. I'm just after information. Calm the fuck down.
All the expressions that they make in the game work correctly for all kinds of creations here. That did.
We probably get the demo on Monday, I'd assume. Yeah, considering time differences, that makes sense.
I'm not going to comment on this.
Yeah, we can't tell. You have to comment on this.
Cool.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody in the comments has said, yeah, he said available now. That's why everyone is freaking. Exactly. Exactly. They've not given us proper information, so... But that's fine, that's fine. Like, I'm perfectly waiting for this. I mean, to be honest, I'm glad it's not available now because it's 11:41 and I'd be on it for the next few hours. Also, I've got neighbors and I don't want to keep them awake all night by me screaming in excitement. So, yeah, that's cool.
これはジョーさんの自己申告で何番の色がいいか言ってもらった方がいいんじゃないの？
Cool. I'm glad that I've got that information then. It's all good. I'll be looking forward to that, man. You can be expecting a video on that. Because I will be making characters, I'll be making different ones, seeing what I like. Yeah, expect a video on that. As soon as it's available on PC and I've got the time, I'll do it. I'm a little busy tomorrow, but not super busy. Fucking face, dude! Oh my god. That's so good. I love that teeth feature, man. They really didn't need to do that at all. That's so good. I've never seen a game do that before. That's so cool.
So what colors are your chief?
I don't know. Just leave it at 7.
Leave it at 7.
Been chewing on some tar or something.
Yeah, it gets more gray and then yellow.
We'll leave it at 7.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's after whitening session.
But yeah, it's like I'm gonna be busy tomorrow a little bit, but not a lot.
I don't.
So if it comes out tomorrow, there's a decent chance that I'll be able to get that video recorded and up tomorrow sometime. Saturday, I'm gonna be meeting up with a friend since he's in
people from
He's in the city.
from all over the world.
And then later on that day, I've got a tabletop session with a few more friends. And then Sunday, I have my community walk.
What kind of stuff do you like? That is reflected here.
And then after that, not much. Since, yeah. So, I could probably do it later on Sunday or at some point tomorrow, depending on when it comes out. So, hopefully we get it tomorrow.
In a way that
or later on today.
The environment in the
because I really want to just completely lose the next, like, the next, I don't know, 5 hours of my life to this.
With,
it's great. I love it because, as I've said before, this character creation is so in-depth. There's so many options. And to me, character creation is one of the most important things in a game. Especially an RPG. Especially an RPG. It's one of the most important things in the game. So, the fact that they've gone above and beyond with this, mwah, thank you very much. I love it. I love it so much. This is the kind of thing that gets me super invested in my character and more immersed into the world. And the sheer options of tattoos is so good. There's so many character personality types that come out in these options. Look at that! Imagine that on a kitty. So good, so good. Oh, I would use the shit out of that. I love that so much. That's amazing.
Modify as many details as we could allow, and but for people that don't want to spend too much time on this,
you've got presets, and there's a lot of options.
I want to spend a
so yeah, it's like when I make my character, I will sit there, and I will spend as much time as I need to make that character as perfect as I want it to be. However, when I'm streaming, well, my stream runs from 7 to 11, so I don't want to spend like the first 2 hours of that stream doing nothing but character creator. So the fact that they've given us the option to make our character before the stream, mwah, perfection. In fact, I might even stream the character creator. I'll do it. I might do it that way rather than doing it like as a video and then uploading it, because I will be spending a lot of time on it. So I might even stream it and consider it my first entry in the Dragon's Dogma stream series. That's something I might do. So yeah,
put them on, post them on social media so other people can say, hey, how did you get that look? What kind of settings did you adjust to get that look? And
he's right about that as well.
Communication with other people until the game comes out.
Yeah, he's right about that as well, because this is one of the coolest things about this kind of character creator is what people do is they'll make characters that look just like celebrities and shit, or characters from video games, and they'll post the settings on like Reddit, or they'll make YouTube videos based on it, and then people can come and copy this shit. It's a really good character creator system. I really like this character creator system, and it's a lot better, Bethesda, than that weird morphing system that I think Dragon Age Inquisition did the same thing. That awful wheel morphing system. I hate that so much. This is a much better character creator system. From what we can see of it, this is like one of the best character creators. I really like this. It's one of the best character creators I've seen from what we can see so far. They don't have subtitles here, so I don't know what he's saying.
Ben says, one thing that would make me happy maybe would be people creating your ideal significant other, your ideal boyfriend, girlfriend, be what it is.
I mean, that's what people do.
My ideal.
I've done that in Dragon's Dogma. I made my pawn that.
He would really enjoy seeing that. So when you do that, please make sure you hashtag the official Dragon's Dogma accounts, and we'll keep an eye on that.
All right, well, David,
that's cute. I like that. No, I've legitimately done that in the past game before.
Now, so,
I wonder. I've got Dragon's Dogma screenshots somewhere. Let me have a look while we're doing this. I know I've got some recent ones from the Switch version, but I think I have some screenshots on Facebook from the Xbox 360 days. This is an old game, man. This is an old game. The original one was on the Xbox 360, and then later on down the line we got the Dark Arisen.
So we hope whatever platform it is that you're playing, then you get the character creator and storage. We create all 5 Arisens.
Cool. Thank you for confirming that, my man. So it is coming out on PC.
Very last minute until the game releases, which is gonna be the ones that you're gonna be using. yeah, hopefully you have a good time. Hopefully you get a creation that you're so proud of that you want to talk about on social media. We'll definitely keep
Yeah,
an
man.
eye on it.
It's one of the best character
Rest
creators
assured
I've ever
that the
seen.
development team will be really enjoying it, and first and foremost, hopefully you and the people that are around you enjoy this.
Well, thank you both for being here, for joining us, all the way from Japan. And David, thanks for guiding us through the character creator.
That was too nice.
I'll
we're
quickly-
super excited for the game, so we all can't wait to play it, and I'm really excited to just get in there and I guess I'll have to play as these two characters, right? I'll have my pawn as me and Daisy as my Risen.
どのセーブで得たキャラクターはここで決められちゃったので、どっちのチームプレイは楽しみにしてたけど、これで遊びます。
Yeah, legit one of the best character creators I've ever seen. And thank you for clearing that up. It is coming to
Capcom
PC.
Highlights, and be sure you tune in for day 2 that's happening on March 11th. So we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cool. Well, that was awesome. That was legit really fucking cool. Yeah, like, they didn't show too much, and legitimately, character creators, let's go back to the other thing. Ooh, YouTube. Like, character creators are, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll leave Raphaelus down here, that's fine. Raphaelus can hang out down there. Let's put it on, yeah, there we go. Again, I'm sorry I'm dark. I've had to take out my fucking studio light. It's over there in the corner. But character creators are legitimately one of the most important parts of the game for me. If I, like, it's one of the reasons I don't like The Witcher that much, because you have to play as Geralt, and I don't really like the way Geralt looks. Geralt, whatever. I don't really like how he looks. I don't like his character that much, so it takes me out of the game quite a bit. If I have to play as a default character in a video game, it does take me out of it a little bit. Especially playing as a male character without a beard is so weird to me. I really don't like it. Quite often, if I've got the option, I'll play as a female character over playing as a beardless guy. Just because I can just connect with a female character more than I can a man without a beard. It's just wrong to me. So, character creators are super important to me. Like, I will get so much more into a video game if it has a character creator that I can make my own character, and it's a decent character creator. It's not like 2 free options per thing, but a good character creator. And yeah, I love the system. It's the kind of system where, yeah, people on like Reddit and YouTube and a bunch of places will start sharing their combinations and how they got specific characters to look how they got a specific character from mixing these options. There's going to be a lot of YouTube videos on this when this comes out of people making really cool characters. And again, the really cool thing about them releasing this before the game comes out is a bunch of YouTubers and Redditors and all kinds of these places have the option to really play with this because they can't play the game just yet, play with this and make these really cool characters that they can share with other people that we can all have before the game. Saints Row did this as well, but they did it in a really fucking awkward way. You had to go to the website and connect accounts and do all the fucking things. This, hopefully, will be a lot easier. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be available on Steam and the PlayStation Store, so that's awesome. So we can just download it, have it on our accounts, make our characters, and mwah, perfect. I really like it. Hopefully transferring's not that easy, but it's going to save so much time. But legitimately, one of the best character creators I've ever seen from what we've seen of it so far. And wow, the teeth thing. I have never seen anything do that teeth thing before. That is brand new. I have never seen that. I have used a lot of character creators, and I have never at any point seen an option to remove specific teeth. That is amazing. It is completely pointless, but it is the kind of thing YouTubers are going to make the most out of to make really goofy looking characters, because people playing this game on YouTube to make this stream a little bit more entertaining, a lot of YouTubers like to make really goofy looking characters, you know, and that's an option. Remove all the teeth but one. You know, shit like that. That's funny. Especially if you see them in cutscenes and they're smiling and there's only one tooth there. That's funny. I like that. That's an opportunity for people to do something funny and really have memorable moments in the game. So, this is an amazing character creator. the sheer options of tattoos and all the different like looks you can get for the character. The one in Dragon's Dogma 1 was already good, but this is way better. I am so looking forward to this. Legitimately. Yeah. Amazing character creator, and I'm super looking forward to getting into it. I'm going to start repeating myself, so I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to pray that we will be able to get the Dragon's Dogma thing very, very soon. I'm going to look back on Steam again. I'm going to type in Dragon's Dogma one last time. Dragon's Dogma 2. It looks like we don't have it just yet. So hopefully by the time I get up in the morning, hopefully by the time I get up in the morning, it will be there able to download, and I can download it when I'm doing my morning routine. I'm waiting for this guy to come over to sort things out, and then later on in the day, it'll be all downloaded, ready to go, and I can just pop it up and maybe stream the character creator. Hopefully, maybe. I think I will stream it. I don't think I'm going to just record it and upload it. I think I'm going to stream it because just a live way of making my character the entire time. So, and it doesn't look like they have a dick slider or a dick selection like Baldur's Gate 3, so I should be okay to stream the whole thing. And not need to cut anything out. So yeah, like, mwah, brilliant character creator. And again, like, I love Baldur's Gate 3, but its character creator was a little bit lacking, and this is the kind of character creator I like to see. That was really good. That was really good. Like, this is... So, yeah, very much looking forward to this. This is my most anticipated game this year. Legitimately. Dragon's Dogma 2. My most anticipated game this year. I am very, very much looking forward to it. It is, the original is one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. It was a super unique experience, both in terms of what the game is and just the general feel of the game. I have never played a video game that feels quite like Dragon's Dogma. It, in many ways, is your typical JRPG. Even the twist ending is incredibly JRPG. It's the kind of thing where if you played JRPGs before, you can see the entire plot line of this game coming a mile away because it is the most generic JRPG plot line ever, because it's the same plot that's in like every one of them. Very, very tropey. But at the same time, it's got a real goofiness to it that is so endearing. The amount of times, like, the character that I had the biggest bond with was the fucking shopkeeper, because he's the one I talked the most to. And in the end, this shopkeeper runs up to me like, wow. It's like, bitch, I just bought shit from you. Why are we in love all of a sudden? And they say money can't buy happiness. But no, Dragon's Dogma 1, it's super goofy. It's kind of by the books, but it's such a unique experience gameplay wise. A little bit of Monster Hunter, a little bit of Dragon's Dogma, a little bit of your typical JRPG tropey goofiness, a little bit of did I mention Shadow of the Colossus? It's yeah, a lot of people these days will probably compare it to Dark Souls, especially at night, because wow, the world in Dragon's Dogma 1 gets fucking scary at night. You're traveling those roads at night, you best be prepared. And if your lantern runs out of oil, whoo, it gets even worse. I typically don't like that in video games because I find it more annoying to deal with than anything. But in Dragon's Dogma, 1, like, replacing your lantern with oil and making sure that everything is, you've got enough oil just in case it runs out and you have to redo it again. It's really immersive. It's a really immersive experience. So yeah, Dragon's Dogma 1, like, especially at night, super immersive, super scary, and like a mixture of Shadow of the Colossus and Monster Hunter and a little bit of Dark Souls, but everything gets compared to Dark Souls. It is such a unique experience. Legitimately one of my top 10 favorite games of all time, so I am so hyped for this. So yeah, when this character creator is available, I'm so happy they're doing it this way because it saves a lot of time when it comes to streaming. I can spend as many hours as I want making the character without wasting people's time coming to stream. So when this character creator is available, I will try and find time to stream and stream the whole creation. Very much looking forward to it. So hopefully it'll be out sometime tomorrow when I get up in the morning. Time differences are a thing. Makes sense. So, yeah. Really good information from what I'm seeing so far. Fantastic character creator, and I'm very much excited for this. I just hope they don't... Like, my biggest worry is that they're going to make the same mistakes as Dragon's Dogma 1. And that is the stat distribution based on what kind of class you're playing, which means if you level the wrong class at the wrong time, it can severely gimp your character in terms of what stats they have by the end of it, because you essentially played the wrong class for too long. So you played the ranger for too long, so your stamina is huge, but everything else is shit. Or you played the assassin for too long, so your attack is huge, but everything else is shit. That kind of thing. I'm hoping they change how that works. They make it more like the Bravely Default system, where the classes have specific stats, and then you just unlock passives that you can swap between them. So it doesn't screw you over for playing a specific class. I'm hoping that they fix that in this game and make it more like the Bravely Default system. That's a little bit less punishing for basically not knowing the stat distribution gain from the class you're playing. Because it's a hidden stat. You don't notice it unless you have the guidebook at the time, which I did. And it's one of those things like Oblivion's leveling system, or Pokemon's EV system, where once you know it's a thing, it can kind of ruin your experience, because there's a little part of your brain that'll be like min-max, 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 and it kind of destroys the experience. So hopefully this game doesn't have that. And hopefully this game has more than one save slot, and they don't make that mistake again. But outside of that, Dragon's Dogma 1 was amazing. Truly. So, yeah. I'm going to end the stream here. Very much looking forward to it. I've said that already.